My wife has been dead for 7 years. Her memory haunts me in my sleep. Every night she stalks me, taunts me. I feel like she's trying to hurt me, and I want to hurt her back. I just want to end the pain she causes me in my nightmares. But it's not real, it's only in my dreams. It's been this way ever since she died. They say the passing is easy, and that the pain goes away year by year. Lies. Every day, the pain of her loss has grown deeper and deeper. The weight of the grief is too much to bear. When I don't dream of her, I wake up thinking she's still lying next to me, only to reach over and feel the cold emptiness of the sheets. After Susan passed away, I decided to leave the heat of Los Angeles and live in the mountains of Colorado. I spend most of my days chopping wood with the company of my Siberian husky, Oliver. He helps keep my mind stable. I work as a freelance writer. Well, the word work is relative. Mostly I just stare at my computer. Occasionally something will come to mind, and some of my editorials will end up in Newsweek or Time, but that doesn't matter to me anymore. Nothing does. Writing used to be my high, something that I could get lost into and spend hours typing my thoughts, ideas, and dreams into stories. But for the past 7 years, the thoughts on my mind are too difficult for me to write about. It always brings me back to Susan. And that's how my days go. Wake up, write, chop wood, and sleep. I dread sleep. One morning, I woke up panting. My bed was soaked with sweat. I could hardly breathe. I walked to my bathroom and looked at myself in the mirror. I looked as if I ran a marathon. I walked back into my room and slipped. I fell into a warm, sticky puddle. It was blood. I started to panic. Oliver always sleeps next to my bed. Was this blood his? I looked at the floor and saw the trail of blood leading to the stairwell. I grabbed my rifle and headed for the door. Many thoughts were going through my head as I jolted down the stairway. Nothing made sense. As I opened the door, I was blinded by a bright light that surrounded my cottage. At that moment, I started to have a terrible migraine. My head was ringing, my vision blurry. It was like I took some sort of drug that sent me straight to hell. Oliver? I had to find Oliver. He must be hurt. He's probably lost a lot of blood. Oliver's cries were getting louder. I was getting close. Oliver? Here, boy. Where you at, boy? I kept running, faster and faster. I could hear Oliver as if he was right in front of me, but the mist was so dense, it was hard to see anything. And then I tripped. I was in shock. Oliver was lying on the ground with one of my knives from my kitchen lodged in his side. He must have been laying here for the past hour. I'll never forget the look on his face. So confused, so hopeless, so innocent. He knew these were his last moments. He raised his head to get one last look at me, then gently laid his head on the ground, and just like that, left this world. I've never really imagined what hell would be like. To be honest, I don't believe in that sort of thing. But I knew that at that moment, I was living in it. My head was throbbing. I couldn't see straight. I was going mad. Whoever dared to stick my dog with a dagger had hell to pay. I fired my rifle in fury. I wanted whoever did this to my friend to know that they were going to have to face me. I started running, yelling, screaming. was at that very moment that I heard the most terrifying sound that I only hear in my nightmares. My wife was laughing. I looked all around, but I couldn't find her. My ears felt like they were going to burst. My brain was throbbing. Yes, this was hell. I wasn't sure if I was dreaming or if it was real. All I knew at the time was I had enough of this torment. It was time to get rid of Susan. Come out here and face me! I was shooting in the dark. Come out here and face me! I'm right here! I had one bullet left. Time to make it count. Susan's laugh stopped. All I could hear was the faint echo of the rifle blast and the calmness of the wind. I started to search for her body. I kept walking until I saw a shadow. It wasn't Susan. I knew Susan too well. It was someone else. My heart sank deep into my stomach. I couldn't breathe. I shot an innocent boy who was hunting with his father, just like I used to with my father. The boy's father shot my chest. I deserved it. This had to be one of my nightmares.
And who's this patient, Doctor?
This patient is Jack Foster. We found him 2 weeks ago in a forest south of Lincoln County. He shot a 9-year-old child point blank. The child's father shot Jack in the chest in defense, but he survived.
Why did he kill the boy?
He thought it was his wife, Susan Foster, who apparently was trying to kill him, which is strange because we traced his records and couldn't find a certificate of marriage, nor any Susan Foster in this area that could be related to him. For all we know, she doesn't exist.
What was he doing before he shot the boy?
We suppose he was wandering the woods for days without much food or water. When the state police reported the incident, they said he walked about 20 miles from his cabin.
So he lives by himself?
Lord, no. He broke in there and murdered the couple that lived in there. He killed their dog, too.
Damn.
Jack is the most interesting patient we've ever had. He claimed to be a freelance writer that moved from LA to Colorado to move on from the passing of his non-existent wife. We believe that he has created an alter ego that has grown so strong that it has completely taken over his life. He thinks, acts, and speaks in the persona he has created in his mind.